You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Here we are. We're on. We're on. Okay, it's Jack McGee from What's Going On. We're here with Troy Bauer from the fairgrounds, the Plymouth Fairgrounds.
The Amador County
Fair. County Fairgrounds. What did I call it? Plymouth Fairgrounds? No, it's the Amador County.
Amador County Fairgrounds.
Okay.
We like to think of it, there's really two entities, right? So we got the Amador County Fair, which is coming up July 24th through the 27th. That is our big event, the fair. And we tend to get a little confused that we do have a fairground. So we have a 34-acre facility that's we operate year-round.
Something going on all the time.
That's it. The fairgrounds is for rent. It's the gathering place for your next motorcycle show, your wedding.
I was over there for our
Home and Garden Show.
Home and Garden Show. Yeah.
Home and Garden Show. It's a great facility for that. Yeah, that's what we're designed to do. You know, in our history, the Amador County Fairgrounds history, we are the 26th District Agricultural Association, and we're a state agency. Our history, we go back to the very beginnings of California. In 1850,
So it's one of the oldest fairgrounds around.
Well, a lot of them got going during our time in 1936, 38. A lot of fairgrounds started, but the original concept of having agricultural associations started with the very beginning of the state of California.
Yeah.
So you can imagine California in 1850, all you have out there are the Native Americans. You have some Spaniards who are raising cattle for hides, and you have this gold rush. And how do you feed all these people who are coming to California to mine gold? So what they want to do, they created these agricultural societies with the idea to get people together to learn and understand the agriculture.
More about what each one of them does.
The
place you want to show up.
They wanted to understand the climate, what grows well out there, and we did it through competition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was, and then of course, whenever you gather people together, you generate revenue for the community.
Well, I remember the original fairgrounds that was out on 65th Avenue, the California State Fair. That was a lot of animals and food and flowers and I mean, I spent days hanging around with the animals. Yeah, when I was a little kid.
The network of California Fairs has really played a large part in developing this wonderful agriculture industry that we have. One of the largest and richest agricultural properties areas in the world, right here.
Okay.
And we played a part.
Well, we're going to take our first break right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all come right back. Get your beer and your popcorn and come right back. We're going to talk to Troy more about the fairgrounds.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
And we're back with Troy Bauer from the County Fair. Maybe we'll learn some more about what's going on over there. Destruction Derby, which I find that fantastic.
Oh, the entertainment that we have at the Amador County Fair, I think on a per square foot basis per minute, we offer more entertainment than any other venue in the world.
Last time I was there was a lady dragging a wagon that had a battery in it, and it was battery-powered something, and she's singing or playing a guitar or something.
That was a few years ago.
And then you had the guy that was inside of a bubble.
We've got him. Skip Banks is going to be there this year. He's got a new act. Those are our grounds acts. I mean, we've got everything. We have from our 49er Kids Town, we'll have the Jumbo Shrimp Circus there, which they'll be teaching kids how to tightrope and juggle, and that's all free for the kids. And next door to that is a place we call Hammock Hill, sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. And that's just a place where Dad can kind of cool his heels a little bit.
Last year, did you go back in the back and watch any of the puppet shows?
Oh, weren't they marvelous?
I was just amazed at that. I mean,
we weren't able to get them back.
That's big time theater.
Oh, they're all pro.
Yeah.
They are the real deal.
They're not going to come back?
We didn't get them this year. We're looking to book them back again. Yeah. But each stage, we have a Budweiser stage where we really feature our local artists, you know, the Amador County's finest. You'll see Crystal Image, Route 88.
Those guys going to be there?
Yeah, Uncle
I
Bean.
need to sign up one of these days.
You need to get in. We can't do this without you. We can't do it. We don't want to do it without you, Jack. But this year, the big...
My wife would yell at me if I had one more thing to do, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're already there. What the heck?
What the heck? Yeah. I got the best spot. I'm right back at the Margarita booth.
Yeah. Right there with the Kit Carson Mountain Man.
Yeah, the wagon train. Those guys, the reenactments of OK Corral or something.
The Amador County Fair, this is kind of a secret. We tell the history of California better than any venue, bar none. So you can see, and all this is free with the admission to the fair, so you can see the Native American Miwok Indian village, and they have working their crafts, and all that's for free for kids to learn their crafts for Native Americans. And we have the Kit Carson Mountain Men Camp, and these are the real deal with the buckskins, the muskets, and it's all volunteer run.
Those guys got a wagon train coming up.
They got a big-time wagon train coming up.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great deal.
Yeah.
Yep. So Kit Carson Mountain Men, and then we have the working gold mine, Pokerville Gold Mine.
That's quite a machine there.
Oh, it's the real deal.
I mean, that's a
stamp mill.
That's a finger pincher.
It's a stamp mill, and those guys, it's lovingly cared for.
Yeah.
They dug it out of the mountainside and
trucked it over there
in Sutter Creek. Yeah, and they put it there.
That thing has got to weigh 40 tons.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. Just the A-frame.
And then rebuilt it there.
Yeah, and maintain it. They
How about the log
steam-powered log mill? You know, of course, everybody coming to California, they needed to the mill so that they can make the A-frame, so that they could build the houses and the infrastructure. And then you have all of the little motors, the antique engines.
Oh, yeah.
That really
in the early 1900s.
The technical revolution that really built agriculture here in California. All the pumps that they use to drain the delta, the almond hullers, it's all there. It's the real stuff, and it's all free.
I seem to be always hanging around that little train guy. You got a G scale going. I hang around that guy because I like trains.
He has fun. Yeah, Mike has a lot of fun with that. Yeah. And then don't forget, we show agriculture out there. The kids with their livestock program. One thing that we do well.
The 4-H
is we grow leaders out there, and the 4-H FFA Grange kids go out there. They use the fairgrounds as a place where they're learning new skills. It's an entrepreneurial project. Yeah. They're making money to pay their college tuition.
There is so many organizations that are involved in things like that. I mean, I belong to the American Legion, and we have all kinds of people that we sponsor, from Boy Scouts to the ANA shooters in Ione, and it's really nice that the community can get behind with, like you said, the future leaders, And it's all right out there. So we have our frontier town. All this history, it's alive, and it's right there at the Amador County Fair, free. Let's take another break, and we'll come back and talk to you some more about this. So don't go away, folks. Come right back.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. TSPN.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. We'll see if we can get some more information out of Troy on this fair. I just noticed the Wizard of Oz thing going on there.
There's no place like home.
No place like
There's
home.
no place like home.
Well, that's the fun thing about a local fairgrounds too. It's local people, and you're right. There's no place like home. you'll see everybody you know there.
Yeah, if you stay in one spot long enough, they will walk by.
It kind of reminds me of walking around Walmart. You walk around Walmart, you'll meet everybody.
They're all there. They're hanging out.
Yeah.
But I think here at the Amador County Fair, they've all got like 5 jobs. You know, they all have like a kid, a daughter, a nephew in the junior livestock auction. They're working in the high school volleyball booth or the Rotary beer booth. You know, all.
Well, my buddies are all over in the American Legion booth.
Yeah.
You know,
we're so grateful to the American Legion. They provide our ambulance service out there.
That's
an important part of.
Absolutely. I just got involved with the defibrillator, learning that, getting people trained.
You weren't on the other end of it though, so that's good.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just saw a need and got involved in getting a defibrillator for our local SIRS up country. And speaking of SIRS, you have a senior
Seniors Day.
Is it Friday?
Friday, Senior Day, 60 and over, admitted free.
I can get in free then.
You can get in free. Come on down.
Give me a snow cone.
Yeah, so Thursday's Kids Day. Kids 12 and under free. If we go out there, and we start off with our parade in front of Plymouth City Hall at 9 o'clock on Thursday. Everybody in the parade gets free admission to the fair.
I'm going to come be in the parade.
You need to be there. We don't want to do it without you. And then
I can get me a little wagon, put traveling tunes on it, and follow it around. Huh?
Have fun. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So then, of course, Friday, Seniors Day, and then Saturday, Cattlemen's Day. And
Cattlemen's Day.
Yeah. We do. That's the day with all of our ranch events that we have happening in our team pinning, our cattle sorting. If you've not seen that, you really need. And that's another free event.
I think I was there years ago for the national anthem, and they were doing a barrel
racing.
Yeah.
Yep, that goes on in the arena. Our arena is busy from beginning Wednesday.
Yeah.
So there's something going on in there all the time, including the Destruction Derby. We finished the fair with a big crash and a puff of smoke.
You're not going to get my Cadillac. No.
That's not getting there?
No.
Oh, dang it. Well, there might be a time. And then we have, of course, Saturday night is our CCPRA rodeo.
Okay.
And then Friday night is our truck pulls. If you get your truck out there.
That's Saturday night? The truck pull? Saturday night?
No, Friday. Friday's the truck pull.
Okay.
Saturday's the rodeo.
Okay.
And then, of course, Thursday with our Miss Amador contest and mutton busting in the...
who?
Mutton busting.
Sounds like sheep.
It is sheep.
Okay.
It's young people. They have to weigh less than 60 pounds. I think
the sheep or the child?
The child. The child. And we load them up in a chute. Of course, they got their helmet on and all the safety gear, and they try to ride the sheep. It's about as much fun as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have.
Does the Humane Society give you a bad time about that?
I don't know that they know about it yet.
We won't tell them.
We're not telling them. I'm not going to bring it up. But we'll probably have 40, 50 kids out there.
Well, I grew up on a farm, and my dad was always yelling at me for one thing or another, whether it was riding the cow.
I can imagine why he would.
Yeah. There's things you don't do with your animals.
It's production livestock, It has a purpose.
Oh, sure.
So you don't want to mess around with it.
You mess with the milk cow, and you'll get a whipping.
Well, and that's your livelihood.
Yeah.
So you take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was milk cows down around Bakersfield. So I grew up on a farm, so I know the importance of that. And learning how to raise them and feed them, and take a pig that weighs this much and ends up weighing 500 pounds, and you go the whole process,
It's a huge responsibility. And these kids are doing it. We have probably 400 kids have these projects all over the county. Is it Davis University that has the livestock classes or school over there? It's an ag college. And Cal Poly San Luis Obispo would be the other one. Fresno is another one.
Okay.
There's quite a few, and a lot of these we get our judges for our livestock shows from those colleges and universities to come out here and teach the kids.
Now, do you have or a person could come and sell their animals?
Well, the kids do through the junior livestock auction. So they raise.
Do you have a crazy auctioneer out there The one you hear yelling and screaming and selling things? You do?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the proceeds go to the kid. That's how they fund their next project. A lot of them are using that to fund their college education, learning business skills.
So there's more to this county fair than just riding the Ferris wheel and having fun and
so much
drinking
more.
Snow cones and things like that.
So much more. It's a community asset.
Yeah.
It's a treasure out there.
There's a lot of history that I don't know if they're teaching it in high school anymore that you can learn there.
It's all right there.
You know,
and I think that if going out to the fair, you're going to be exposed to all that history. You won't know what you've really learned for years. It'll be like 40, and you can look at this equipment and you go, so that's how they did that. And so this is where it began, and this is where
I mean, steam-powered
sawmill.
Yeah, we had a tractor that was just steam-powered when I was a kid, and we used it for pulling up stumps.
Yep.
And it had a flywheel on it. I remember the damn thing was 20 feet in diameter. It was the flywheel.
Yeah.
And a big rubber belt on it.
Yep. And they'd hook that belt up to every kind of different implement for whatever job that they're doing, whether it's cutting logs or even washing clothes or
this thing had
hauling.
So much power, they'd hook onto a stump, chug, chug, it was out of the ground.
Yeah.
That's the kind of power it had.
That is, yeah.
And it's amazing the kind of power that's generated by a steam machine.
Interesting technology, isn't it?
Well, it'd be interesting if you could take that technology and putting it in a car. Steam-powered car. Haven't they done that before?
That's been quite a while, I think, since they've tried that.
How about a nuclear cell to boil the water to push the steam?
Yeah, you'll probably see it at a fair.
You'll see it at the fair?
You'll see it at the fair.
Yeah. My kids are all into this new stuff, and I can't keep up with them. I mean, the prosthetics and the things that's coming up from the technology, whether it's steam or I saw something the other day. They had mixed milk from a goat. They had mixed the DNA from the goat to a spider, mixed the DNA, and come up with some milk that they would synthesize and make into ligaments for prosthetics.
Bioengineering.
Yeah.
These kids are studying this stuff, and we don't even have any idea what the technology is going to be that they're working on right now.
But the stuff you can learn, and this is the fair, you can learn about this stuff, from all kinds of animals and animal husbandry, and I mean, they make tomatoes that can handle being transported by the genetics of them, of that skin being strong. I'm sure they do the same thing with animals. Well, cows that give 25 gallons of milk a day, stuff like that.
Sure, it's all out there at the fair. And kids will learn about it.
Yeah.
We have kids now who are studying the genetics of their pigs to try to understand just how they will grow and develop and become a pork chop on your plate. They're studying that. This is what's happening out there.
Well, there's more. I think there's more there than what the kids are going to learn in school.
It's hands-on. It's real life.
Yeah.
And there's the next thing, you'll probably see it at the fair. Whatever that next thing is, it'll be at the fair first.
No place like home. Is that where you got this theme? Where'd this theme come from?
That's an interesting deal. The theme is the big deal we talk about all year long. So right now we're starting to collect ideas for next year's theme. So we'll ask the public, we'll go to the media or social media, everybody, we'll ask them, for suggestions for next year's theme. Then around
How about I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy?
Submit it. We'll talk about it. And around October, the fair board will get all these ideas, and they'll massage them, work them over, talk about it. It's really the most fun meeting we have.
Anybody going to bring a balloon out there? Big, huge balloon, like the kind that Oz took off in? Doesn't have to go nowhere. Just plant it there and fill up this big balloon. All decorated?
That was kind of the fun thing with the Wizard of Oz. It started at the state fair.
Yeah.
If you recall the movie, it starts at the fair where they're.
I don't see no big giant balloon in this thing. We're going to work on that.
You might. But what you do see in the poster, this is all the Amador County Fair buildings out there. So you have Frontier Town, our livery stable, the stage, the livestock kids. It's all, everything about the fair.
Where's the misting going to be at, so I can find some place to get
it'll be everywhere. It'll be cool out there. It'll be cool. We'll keep you cool, Jack.
Get my margarita and go find a mister, huh?
There you have it.
Misting booth.
Yep. I'd spend some time, really the coolest place on the fairgrounds is up there by the Miwok Village. We're up there on top of the hill, right there by the Rotary Wine booth, that area. The breeze just kind of comes right.
You know what we haven't touched on is what's inside those little buildings. The
our
weaving,
yeah, they're bringing all that stuff out tomorrow. We're accepting exhibits tomorrow. So photography, the fine arts, we have one of the better quilt shows you'll ever see in America, and it's all local stuff. The talent that is shown out there and displayed it's incredible. We have the best art show in the county, I believe. Represents all
there's some
county
great painters
talent.
up here. Great painters, right?
Our photography kids.
We got a couple seconds left here. What's the last thing you want to tell us about the fair?
Come on
out
to the Amador County Fair, July 24th through the 27th.
Yes. Senior Day is
Friday. Yep.
Kids Day is
Thursday.
Okay.
Yep.
And Friday's the tractor pulls.
Tractor pulls Friday, rodeo Saturday, and destruction derby on Sunday. And if you dress like a pirate, you're admitted free every day until 6 p.m.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming to see what's going on, and what's going on is the fair.
Right now, it is.
Okay. So we'll see you next Friday.
You're watching
see you guys.
Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.